Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of Yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 90, Wolf. Here we go. Shoot.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Set. Christen, 10 logo.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go. Topper. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Get it.
First carry for James Conner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
60 or. 61. Match box. Right. And up.
On second down now. It's Conner. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
They're running it. Go. Ringo. 57.
On second down, it's Smith. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Look at me. Go. Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Breida.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
We play to win.
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike outside. Mike's by 4. Hey,
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker and part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Check three. Here we go.
They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Smith, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Smith, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready, set, recon, 132 fighter. Check. Good dash. 2.
On 2nd and 12, Locke going top shelf for Smith. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line so they looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Protein spill.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
54, right there, right there. Man, 80. Go, go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
On 2nd down, Love. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Smith. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ready. 80 weapons.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. That's complete to Smith. Pass there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Jim. Young lady. Hey, exit. Motion. Go, Mike 51. Young lady. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken very short.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The Titans take over first down.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You got tight right there.
From From the gun on third down, Locke. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Let's go. 60 or.
Hey, that QB's tracks. Let's go.
Snap.
Again, it's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Got it. X3. 218. Chop it.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
Get ready. At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Mike outside. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, let's get that ball right here.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
I got you.
6'6", bullet high.
54, right there. 54, 5.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check 24, check 24.
Get it.
On 1st down, Locke. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee. Territory.
Here we go.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. 1st down, Colts.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Banjo. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the curl. Kill.
This is Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Next to score, Colts 31, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. They got a man. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Blue draw quarter. Rock it. Hit it.
Locke now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Go,
so they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's just me and you.
Greystone, travel. Be driven.
On the draw, this is Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Ready. Topper.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Get it.
They'll run here with Connor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he takes it in for a Colts score. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards on the ground. Now a give coming right is Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Under crunch.
Motion!
Let's go.
They'll run with Love. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Hey, high 7. 5.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter.
They run again with Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Red 80. Tackles. Mike 54.
One last throw now for Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,